Let's Dine Out California is made possible in part by Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands, specializing in cosmetic, holistic, and family dentistry. Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands. PearlyWhitesDDS.com. California Premier Builders LLC, serving Southern California with large and small home and commercial construction services such as remodels, roofing, windows, and solar. California Premier Builders proudly supports Empire PBS and the Let's Dine Out California show.
Welcome to another delicious edition of the Let's Dine Out show. I'm food critic Alan Borgen, the food whisperer.
And I'm Izzy Bussey. I'm a foodie with an attitude for those that wants me with the lower voice.
Yeah, a couple of people complain your voice is too high, so you've been practicing different voices, so is that your new low one?
Yes, that's my new low one.
Oh, that sounds appetizing. I gotta eat with this too. No, stick with the old voice, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So, we're here in Rancho Cucamonga, our first stop, and let's talk about what's on the menu for today's show.
First, we're at Flamingo Palms Cuban Cafe in Rancho Cucamonga. Then we're off to Rosa, Cuccina, and Nautica Taverna in Ontario, California.
For some upscale Italian cuisine, so we feel like we've traveled around the world.
We have.
We're going to Cuba, and then we're going to Italy.
Yes.
Sounds good. So stay tuned, folks. We're in for a real treat. You know, Cuban food is one of those ethnic cuisines that you don't see a whole bunch of different restaurants, and this restaurant here is a real find, and I was lucky to reestablish myself to the owners here. I knew them 10, 15 years ago when they had the first restaurant. Then they moved here. We kind of lost track of it, and boy, am I glad. They've done a great job, and I'm really, really excited.
Yeah, I've had Cuban food in Miami, and it's very authentic here. I mean, it's just the flavors, and you know, the portions are huge, and the flavors are amazing. So
great prices too. So let's start with our first dish. First one we had was tostones relleno, $13. This consisted of 6 plantain cups that they're deep fried. Then on the stove they put Creole sauce with bell peppers, onions, garlic, tomatoes. They stir it all around. Then they add 5 jumbo shrimp. They cut it up, and basically they put the cups down on a plate, and they put the mixture inside it. And then they add some more Creole sauce to it, and a little drizzle with balsamic glaze. I thought this was stunning. This is a delicious dish. I liked it because you could kind of pick it up and eat it for a party. This is great, but a lot of shrimp and just a nice beginning.
Yeah, I've actually never seen it presented this way before, so it's so unique, but it's just full of flavors and the texture. I mean, the cups, because of the plantains, it's just so yummy.
Very original, good stuff. Next came the salmon salad, $14.99. This consists of about an 8-ounce salmon fillet that's seasoned. It's put on the grill to cook. Then they have salad greens, nice mixed salad greens with cucumbers, red onions, diced mango, tomatoes, and feta cheese. And it's served with a tamarind dressing. And then it's topped, the greens are topped with the salmon, grilled salmon, 4 fresh asparagus, and it's finished off with olive oil, parsley, and more feta cheese. I thought this was a nice salad. I mean, the whole idea of this food here, of Cuban food, I think in this restaurant, is you're not going to leave here hungry.
No.
This is a big piece of salmon, and for this price, it's a great salad, very good. And the dressing was real tangy.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to come for lunch, this will probably be the item I would get. Just because if I have anything else, I'll be too full and won't be able to go back to work.
I know, which we do anyway, but
yeah.
Who cares, so. Next came something different. This is a Puerto Rican dish, very famous. It's called the Monfongo de Pollo, $16.99. This consists of, mashed green bananas with bacon with a chicken stock. So they cook it in there and mash it up. Then what they do is they get 2 portions of a half chicken. So you get the wing and a thigh, and it's baked with a sour orange and garlic sauce. So it's got a lot of flavor, really good, moist and everything. Then they put it on the bed of the mashed green bananas. Then they add more sauce on top of that. Then they add Creole onions with more Creole sauce, fried yuca, and fried bananas. And wow, this dish, and for the $16.99, it's a steal. absolutely stunning sauce. I love their sauces here.
Yeah, it's very exciting actually, the flavors. I've never had this before, so especially in mashed plantains. It's just so unique, definitely.
Everything here is clean and fresh. It doesn't, the sauces don't muddle everything. Sometimes sauces overwhelm the dish. They go with it. They're perfectly prepared.
And their food's perfectly seasoned, so it's not like they just top it with the sauce.
Oh, no.
So, you know, they're all marinated. There's a lot of flavor to it.
Well, Chef Jose and the owner, Danielle, very passionate people. They really care about their customers. They care about the quality of food, and it shows.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
next came something, again, unusual, the Robo Encendito. This is $20.99. This consists of red beans and rice, fried plantains, and then oxtails. That's cooked for about 3 hours in a wonderful sauce of tomato, bell pepper, white wine, lemon, onion, and garlic. And 3 hours of just love, pure love. That's all you get. Then when they dish it up, it was like, these are like the biggest, these are like dinosaur oxtails. These are huge. They're meaty. It's a spectacular dish.
It's so tender. I mean, full of flavor. I've had oxtail before, never had this much flavor in it. So you really can tell it cooked in flavor. And then the red beans and rice, so good. And you know, my favorite is fried plantain. So it's just, it's a win-win for me.
Now I like my plantains burnt. Do you?
Yes, and this one has a chocolate flavor. So it's like the caramelization. So it's just chewy and sweet and just caramelized. So good.
My suggestion is order the bananas nice and brown and burnt. It's much better. So, and lastly, the king of dishes. This is Paella Valenciana, $35.99. Wow, this is a huge portion here. This takes about 30 minutes to create, you know, in the kitchen. So make sure you let them know ahead of time. It comes with shrimp, calamari, scallops, chicken, mussels, bassa fish, Spanish sausage. It's cooked with chicken stock and a lot of good different seasonings, which you wouldn't tell me. So it wasn't Lowry's, that's all I could say. Then rice is added to it. Now usually they add cooked rice to speed it up a little bit because we're filming all day. We added regular rice that's already cooked. But basically it's cooked down for about 10 minutes. If you use regular rice, then you wait till it's done, not real crunchy. Then it's plated, and then Creole sauce and with the onions and parsley is put on top of that. Unbelievable. Again, it's really, really good. I like it a little bit more crispy. I would ask them to burn the bottom. I'm in the burnt crispy rice. Also, I didn't get any saffron to it, and I realize at this price, saffron's very expensive, but nonetheless, this is very substantial. It's enough for 2 people, easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the whole kitchen sink just went into it, and it's all fresh. I mean, the mussels are good. I mean, the shrimp is really tender. I mean, the chicken is juicy, and the sausage has a good kick to it. I just really like the dish. I don't think I have a dish here that I don't like.
No, everything's been spot on, I think. So desserts, they have a lot of different ones. The bread pudding they make here are really, really good. Ice cream on it is vanilla ice cream, and it kind of melts in there, and a little cinnamon. It's really good. You got to get, if you come here, it's a Cubano sandwich, a Cuban sandwich. It's the best one I've ever had, and I like Cuban sandwiches a lot. This consisted of slices of ham, marinated pork, Swiss cheese, and pickles on a bread that's pressed down, kind of like a panini. It's crisp on the outside, chewy bread, delicious flavors, and it was by far the best Cuban sandwich I've ever had.
Yeah, it's like, I think the pork is so much flavor. Because a lot of times you get those, it's almost feel like they just cut it and then put it on there and they put some sauce on it. But this one, the pork actually has a lot of flavor, and it's so tender, but it's light and crispy on the outside too. It's still the bun, so it's so much good flavor. Yeah.
Okay, Chef Jesus, this is one of your most popular dishes here. And let's talk about what's the name of it, and let's start with how you make it.
We call it bistec empanizado.
Bistec empanizado, okay.
Yeah, which is
top sirloin steak.
Top sirloin steak.
And you pound it.
Pound it. We use egg.
Egg.
Flour. And then
breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
Okay, so you do it just once?
Yeah, just once.
Okay.
We marinate it overnight first.
Oh, okay.
So then.
What does that do? It makes it stick better?
Stick the bread to the meat.
About how many ounces is the meat?
This is like 10 ounces.
Oh, okay, nice size.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that done. And you're gonna put it on the flat top
You're
here?
gonna put it on the flat top, a little bit of oil, so it won't get stick.
Oh, wow, okay. So about how long do you cook it for? Just till it gets brown?
Yeah, till it gets brown.
5 minutes?
Let's see, like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
It all depends on the flat grill.
Right,
how
hot it is, yeah.
Then move it around. The grill is so hot.
Now in Cuba, this is a very popular dish.
Yeah, it is. Just gonna leave it like one minute and a half.
I remember having this at the Versailles restaurant in Miami. We took a bunch of our viewers there on a cruise. They went there at nighttime there, and
Oh yeah.
this is really
it's
good.
Really good dish. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's flip it over.
Perfect. Okay.
See how beautiful it looks. Same
Okay,
over.
so you plate there. You have a
Plate there.
bowl of black beans,
Yeah, the bean. We're gonna do the rice.
rice. Okay.
Let's put it on this side. And the bananas.
Fried plantain. So
fried
good.
plantains.
Now, do you put any sauce over the meat,
Yeah, we're gonna put a mojo sauce with
which is a garlic? Okay.
garlic sauce.
Looks simple enough.
It's simple, yeah, and really good.
Oh, now you get to taste it. Crispy meat. The sauce is garlicky. A little lemon. There's a lemon there.
Yeah, we do use lemon and white vinegar.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, the tanginess and the garlicky.
It's good, huh?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
A lot of people like it.
Oh, it's fantastic. So, Chef, thank you very much for allowing us in the kitchen. Have a talk.
No problem.
I can't wait to have Izzy try it.
All right, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
So there we have it, Cuban food at its finest, and it's right here in Rancho Cucamonga, so we don't have to go to Cuba. So next, we're off to Ontario for Rosa's Italian cuisine, some high-end Italian food that they make everything fresh here. You're gonna love it. Okay, Izzy, it's our second restaurant. This is in Ontario, right near the street from the airport on Vineyard. It's called
Rosas.
Rossa. Now you speak some Italian, right?
No.
You
not
acted
really.
like you did. Okay, well you're going to.
I've just been to Italy and I know how to go prego.
Good. Well, you're going to be able to talk about the menu here. So, but this is a very nice restaurant. It's always been very consistent. Great food, great presentation, professional service, a beautiful wine list, beer and wine list, and just if you want to really pamper yourself, this is the kind of restaurant you want to go to.
It's a beautiful restaurant, as is. I mean, just the atmosphere and just the wait staff is so friendly.
They also have some dining rooms, some banquet rooms, small banquet rooms. So if you want parties, you can do that.
Yeah, there's two, so they can accommodate up to, they say 60
think it's 70,
people.
80,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely this is a great place for events or just special occasions.
Or just go and have your
have a
favorite
good
beverage
dinner.
at the bar.
Yeah.
And they have some great appetizers. So you ready to dive into this?
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it. The first one is
Funghi con graci.
$12.95. Very good. First, they start with garlic and then olive oil. And 4 large mushroom caps are filled with crab, mushrooms, cream, and butter. Then they add white wine, heavy cream until it's thickened. Then they plate it and they put a little parsley on top, and it's topped with more of the rich cream sauce. This is delicious. This is the second time we've had this. You know, stuffed crab, stuffed mushrooms sometimes can be real boring, but this is real crab, number one, and it was very nice. I love the sauces. That's one thing that Chef does really well are the sauces here.
Yeah, the sauce is subtle, but there's like all those layers of different herbs that you put in. You can kind of taste if you really pay attention to it. And I love this dish. I mean, it's really hearty actually for being, you see 4 mushrooms, but it's really hearty.
Next is the
Ossobuco dello Chef.
wow, I'm impressed. This is $37.95. This consists of about a 16-ounce osso buco. Now this came from beef. It's not veal and it's not adult. It's kind of like a teenage beef. That's what he described it. Okay, anyway, it's baked for about 2 hours in a great sauce with a Marsala wine, tomatoes, oregano, rosemary, sage, thyme, then butter, cream, and then the juices from the pan drippings from the beef. Then it's plated, a little parsley on top, and then there's fettuccine, then it's plated, again with carrots and broccoli, fresh string beans, and yellow squash. And overall, I thought this was a very nice, and again, everything is made fresh here. All of the pastas are made fresh. There's a few that they don't, but most of the pastas are made fresh here. In terms of osso buco, just fall off the bone and lots of flavors.
Yeah, it's so tender, so juicy, so much flavor, and it just tastes so good. I mean, I definitely would order this if I come here.
Well, what I like too is also the intenseness of the herbs. They really, each one comes out. So don't you feel like singing parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme? No.
No.
Okay, next one.
Before my time?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh, rub it in, rub it in. Next came the
Bistecca alla grigia.
$45.95. You're really good at this. Okay, this consists of about a 12-ounce,
I slaughtered it.
12-ounce New York steak. It's oiled and put on the grill. It's a little seasoning on there, and it's cooked until done. We like it medium, rare sometimes. Then they add garlic, mushrooms, salt and pepper, and then they add peppercorns, olive oil, and it's put on the stove. And then they add some brandy, and it's flambéed. So it's a brandy, peppercorn, mushroom sauce, and then a little butter to kind of bind it together and thicken it up, and parsley. Unbelievable. The steak was juicy. It also came with fresh veggies. Now, we forgot, we were such in a hurry to film, we forgot a starch, but it comes with mashed potatoes too. So I like New York steaks, I like the consistency of it, and this is just delicious, nicely char-broiled on the outside.
Yeah, it's a good steak. It's tender. There's lots of flavor. And the veggies are good sauteed. I mean, a lot of times I don't like a lot of butter on it. It's just enough, so it's good.
Flavor, so cool. Next came a chicken dish.
Okay, it's pollo con salsiccia.
That's good enough. $25.95. You're good.
Oh no.
You're doing good. Okay, this is a 6-ounce portion of chicken. It's pounded until it's breaded into 2 sections. Then it's dredged in a little bit of flour and cooked in olive oil. Then they get the sausage, Italian sausage, and you stick it in a deep fryer. That's how they cook it. Then they add, they put it back on the stove with garlic, shallots, onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, a little salt and pepper. And then they add, again, white wine, the sausage, a marinara sauce. In the oven, they cook it for about, I think it's 5 to 10 minutes. So it all binds it together. And again, a little green peas are added to it, parsley and butter. Again, delicious dish. I like chicken a lot. This is a great dish for $25.95. It's a steal. Everything's, again, very delicious here. It's first class. I mean, I really thought it was a nice dish, and lots of it. And it had nice flavors.
Yeah, the chicken's really tender, moist, and juicy, and lots of flavor. I mean, a lot of times you get chicken breasts, it doesn't have that much flavor.
No.
It's dried out.
Yeah.
It's not that way here. And that sausage is so good, so much. You can bite in it, and you feel all the fennel and the meat and everything. So
also the sauces, all the sauces are made daily. They have a great meat sauce, just thick with meat. Oh, so good. Then they also have the marinara. So again, they really care about freshness here. That's one thing about this restaurant. They don't kid around. They really.
And you can taste it.
Good.
I mean, taste it in their food. So yeah.
I agree. Then we have the spaghetti con
frutti di mare.
Good enough. $27.95. Here I am.
You're gonna make me slaughter it.
Nah, you're doing good. Okay, this consists of first garlic and then salt and pepper. Then they add olive oil, and then all the fun things. It's an ocean full of fish. Huge scallop. They have mussels, 4 large shrimp, 4 ounces of calamari, 4 ounces of salmon, 4 clams, white wine, and a shrimp stock. From the shells, from the shrimp, really intense flavors. And it's served with spaghetti and all mixed together. About a 2-ounce lobster tail. And it's almost like a cioppino without the juice, without the broth, but very substantial dish. Again, for $27.95, it's a lot of seafood here.
Yeah, I mean, their pasta is cooked just right. The way I like it, al dente. So it just has that, firmness, yet, it has the flavor. And yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong with like clams and mussels? I mean, I love seafood, so this is a dish. Another dish I would definitely order. I think I'm gonna come here a lot to eat all these dishes.
Well, I like the sauce more. That marinara is very intense, rich, and it's very bold flavor, and that's what makes a good sauce. So for desserts, there's too many to talk about, but they have all kinds of different wonderful ones. Panna cotta, they have just about, you name it, they've got it. Tiramisu here. And again, everything's made fresh here. So
and it's so beautiful. When you brought out the tray, it was just like, oh
I
my
gained 10
gosh.
pounds just looking at it.
Just looking at it, definitely.
So let's go to the kitchen, and the chef's going to teach us how to make a great, great pasta carbonara. Okay, Chef, you're going to show us a dish that's very popular and very easy to make, but so good. So let's talk about the dish.
Yeah, this is called the spaghetti carbonara.
Okay.
This is like really popular dish, you know, and very traditional in Italy.
Okay.
So everyone, you know, can make it at home. So we're gonna show you how to make it.
Let's go for it.
First, we start with a little bit of onions, pancetta, then salt and pepper. So we put a little bit of olive oil.
Okay, so onions and pancetta.
Yeah, onions and pancetta. We just move it like around, you know, like everything.
You want to caramelize it a little bit?
Yeah,
get burned?
caramelize it, everything, you know, and everything, you know, gets cooked like equally.
Right. Now, people can't find pancetta, then you can just use bacon.
Yeah, you know, and you know, like, and if you want to make like a American version of it, you can use bacon.
Yeah. A little bit different, not as salty.
Yeah. So now it's ready. So we stir the oil over here.
Okay, so you drain the oil.
Yes. And then we're gonna add cream.
A little cream, okay. That's heavy cream.
Yeah, this is heavy cream.
So this will thicken it.
Yes.
Reduce it down and thicken it. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna reduce it. I'm gonna put the
No butter, no garlic.
exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
When I think you know, Italian food, I think of garlic. So
I know, right? You know, but that's why, you know, this plate is like really, really unique. You know, because even in Italy they don't use garlic for this specific.
really? Oh.
Yeah. You see it right now, you know, it's getting like
thicker,
reduced,
yeah.
thicker. So I'm gonna add some parsley. We're gonna use the yolk.
Oh, the egg yolk. Okay.
Yeah.
So that will really thicken it, give it a little color.
And it's gonna give them color.
Right. Okay. Okay. About how many ounces of pasta? And
It's gonna be like 4 ounces of pasta.
4
Just enough,
you make all your pastas fresh here?
mostly. Some of them, you know, you have to buy it because,
Right. Too hard to make.
yeah.
Go in the
Put it
dough.
over there. And that's all. We're ready to serve.
Well, that's it. It's that simple.
Yeah, so simple. I don't take longer, as you see, so everyone can make it at home,
Yeah.
and it's delicious. So we're gonna serve it over there. Use a little more garlic to decorate.
That's it.
And that's it.
Well, Chef, I don't know if you knew, but I used to be a Boy Scout and a Cub Scout. So, you know, they always say, be prepared.
Okay, yeah?
I'm prepared.
Yeah, I see that.
Have
you're
fork will
prepared.
travel. So, okay. Of course, I'm terrible at this.
Yeah, and just be careful because it's gonna be really hot.
Yeah. Pancetta's delicious. That's what gives it a little saltiness, that ham flavor. It's really good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I didn't think I'd like it without cheese. There's no cheese, and no,
No butter.
butter and no garlic, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, I know.
But you can also add shrimp to this, couldn't you?
Yeah, we can add, you know, like everything you like. Shrimps, chicken, even meat, you know, like a steak or something.
This is really, really good. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
As they do in the kitchen. There we go. Very good. Two great restaurants, and I'll tell you, if you're looking for some good food and some good eats, these are two great restaurants that I recommend. So.
Yeah, and it's easy to access to both of them. So it's, you know, their foods are amazing. I personally will come back.
So would I. So until next week, food critic Alan Borgen.
And Izzy Bessie.
Happy eating, everybody.
I would totally eat all this food.
I would.
I
You
mean,
think it's embarrassing to eat just
it's like a trunk.
yeah, a feedback we need. Spaghetti confitted Mara.
Gotta say it with the flair. Like prego. Ossa
Mamma mia.
It's like you're singing, you know, like it's going up and down.
You're going to announce the dishes.
Oh man, really?
We're gonna, wait, we'll see. So,
I totally slaughter every.
So let's get back to the kitchen.
God.
They want humor, we're going to entertain them. The Alan and Izzy show. It's showtime.
Let's Dine Out California is made possible in part by Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands, specializing in cosmetic, holistic, and family dentistry. Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands. PearlyWhitesDDS.com. California Premier Builders LLC, serving Southern California with large and small home and commercial construction services such as remodels, roofing, windows, and solar. California Premier Builders proudly supports Empire PBS and the Let's Dine Out California show.